Good evening, everyone, and welcome in to Oak Hill High School. Lucas Berry, Chris Rader here with you, and I have one thing to say for those watching. It is Oak Hill Woodrow. Need I say more?
We always have fun doing these games, so yeah, Oak Hill Beckley, always a fun game to do. I do think, I was talking to assistant coach Casey Legg before the game. Oak Hill's, they're coming around a 3-game winning streak. They've been playing well lately, but they got their hands full tonight with Beckley. Beckley's riding their own 5-game winning streak, and they just got through avenging their only loss of the season to Shady Spring last week. So Beckley's a tough matchup.
They ended Shady's, what was it, like a 1,000,000-game home winning streak?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I don't think they lost in the new gym. So there's a team that's not afraid to go on the road. They're certainly not afraid of Oak Hill. And I talked to, we did a game last night. I talked to Tommy Carter over at Greater Beckley. And I highlighted you as being the president of the Zion Hawthorne fan club, because you were really impressed with that game. And he's put on a little muscle. He's a lot better player than he was last year. He was pretty good last year.
Yeah, well, I was a big fan of Redford last year. He was the kid that graduated. Zion Hawthorne's a good player, though. And I think we're going to take a quick break here for the national anthem. But Lucas, to continue that thought, Zion Hawthorne's a really good player, and I was talking to Casey Legg before the game, and he's part of a triumvirate of guards that Beckley has, along with Preston Cleary and Kobe Dillon, and they just make. He said it makes Beckley a really tough matchup. They have 3 excellent guards. They have Jalen Walton, who's a dominant post player, averages 19 points a game, and you just have to pick your poison. And Hawthorne's one of those, but they have a lot of weapons. And they're not only a tough matchup for Oak Hill, they're a tough matchup for most teams they play.
See if I'm recalling correctly, we talked about A.J. Thomas. He was a player who didn't have a whole lot of scoring last year, but he made plays when his team needed him. He didn't have a lot on the stat sheet, but he impacted the outcome of the game.
He's a really good defensive player. They don't look to him to score. They don't ask him to score, and he doesn't look for his own shot. But I remember last year they put him on Malachi Lewis, who was Oak Hill's best player last year. Man, he gave him fits. And he's a really good player, plays football. He's a kid that kind of has that dog mentality. He's just going to play chest-to-chest defense. Wherever you go, he's going to go with you. He's going to fight through picks. And, A.J. Thomas is kind of an unsung kid on this team. He doesn't fill up the stat sheet with scoring, but he's a really good defensive player.
Like we talked about, so many guys for Woodrow. Oak Hill does have their hands full tonight, but, again, they're playing the game for a reason. If it was played on paper, we wouldn't be here. So who knows?
Well, and that's the other thing. I mean, Oak Hill's been playing well lately, too. And here's the X factor with basketball. It's shooting. And you can have, Beckley might have better athletes, or might be a tough matchup. But if their shots aren't falling, and if Oak Hill shots are, shooting is such an X factor with basketball. And Oak Hill's getting Antoine Hicks back. Antoine's been out with the broken finger. He's actually their best three-point shooter. He shoots about 38% from the three-point line. So they get him back. Now, unfortunately, they get him back and they lose Ivan Purdue. Ivan Purdue suffered a shoulder injury. He's going to be out, I don't know how long, but he's in a sling tonight. So Oak Hill's bench is, again, probably about 7. They're going to go about 7 deep. If they go any deeper than 7, things aren't going too well for them.
We'll highlight this, talk about shooting. The first game against Princeton, the final score was not an indicator of how Oak Hill played in that game. And then you get him here, all of a sudden shots are falling, you beat him.
My ref Mike Price was telling us with timeouts, they'll wait on us.
Oh, okay, good.
So we'll give them a thumbs up.
All right.
When we're ready to come back. Sorry about the little delay there. I've never had a ref say they'll wait on us.
No, I had a guy, I had someone ask me if I was good, and I was so frozen by it last night. I went, what? You were asking me? What? Oh, things you see.
But no, when I was talking to Casey Legg, I asked him, who you're going to put on Jalen Walton, and he said initially they're going to put Tom Jones. He said you expect to play Carter Richardson play a lot tonight, and he said what they would like to do, and he said Greenbrier East actually did a decent job of this. He said what they'd like to do is when Walton catches it, instead of him catch it, they want to try to make him catch it maybe out at the foul line area and then face up rather than post up. Because if he's posting up and he's getting it deep in the block, you might as well put 2 points on the scoreboard. So what they'd like to do with Jalen is push him out just a little bit further, and then that way, if you have to help, you're in a little bit better shape to help. But he did tell me whoever's guarding Kobe Dillon is not going to help. Kobe Dillon's their 3-point marksman, so they're telling him, you stay at home, you're not helping off. But again, it's kind of picking your poison a little bit.
As the Flying Eagles have been introduced, Oak Hill to come.
Ron Kidd, also coached by Mike Folks, James Lewis, and Eric Dillon. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your Oak Hill Red Devils. Number 1, senior Armani Hicks. Number 10, senior Levi Kiska.
Lucas, while they're introducing Oak Hill, I had Andy Key sent me some stats. And the last game we did, Levi Kiska played really well. And I was talking about how they just asked him to do a little bit of everything. And when Andy sent me the stats, it kind of bore that out. Levi leads the team in scoring, averaging a little over 12 points a game. He leads the team in rebounding, a little over 8 a game. He leads the team in steals. He's second in blocks. And for Oak Hill to have any chance tonight, Levi Kiska is going to have to play really well again here tonight.
I was just thinking, this is Andy Key's first time in this rivalry as a head coach. So it's a new experience. I was watching him, kind of watching his team being introduced, and I was thinking, what on earth is going through his mind right now? Knowing what he's got on the other side and what he's got to deal with. That's a really good Woodrow team like we talked about.
Really good Woodrow team. Then you got Ron Kidd over there. And I can remember when Ron Kidd took over for Dave Barksdale. Ron Kidd's been there, I don't know, going on 20 years. He's got a couple of state championships in his back pocket now himself. So, yeah, Andy's getting his feet wet against a really good program with a lot of tradition and a heck of a coach himself in Ron Kidd.
When you think West Virginia basketball in high school, you think of Woodrow Wilson.
You sure do, yeah. And when you go over the Armory, you see all those banners hanging, too.
Another addition in this rivalry is about to start. And Oak Hill will control the opening tip that's in the hands of Cole Nelson temporarily. Got it over 2.
That's a good set.
Three's in the air. It's good!
That's a really good set to start the game for Oak Hill. They got Brent Conley a wide open look. Nice start for Oak Hill. And Kiska almost had the steal right there, overplaying. He did get the steal.
He did get the steal. Yes, he did. Levi Kiska's going to the bucket. He'll kick it back out. Thought about it, took a 3. Tom Jones, he can hit that, but he got it over. The hands of Cole Nelson now getting it back over to Hicks. They got Tom Jones on the far side wing. Now it's Cole Nelson. Nelson kicking it back out. Hicks from that corner. No. Beckley will bring it out. It's in the hands of Preston Cleary. Cleary got it over to Kobe Dillon. He's the 3-point shooter like we talked about earlier. Here is Zion Hawthorne. Hawthorne with the basketball now.
Well, Cole's giving up some length to Hawthorne. That might be a tough matchup for Cole. Now you can sag off A.J. Thomas a little bit, like Conley did. You'll give A.J. Thomas that. Tom Jones doing a nice job. He's battling Jalen Walton in there. They're looking for Jalen. He's doing a nice job of keeping him off the block right now. But he's got to do that. That's a full night.
Kobe Dillon working it over to Preston Cleary. Stolen away on the deck.
Again, that was Kiska with quick hands.
Wide open Hawthorne in the corner. He'll take that shot, and he drained it.
That's really unfortunate. I thought that was actually a really good defensive possession for Oak Hill. Then a broken play got Beckley a good look.
Hicks nearly lost it as it was a little far out in front of him, but it's in the hands now of Cole Nelson. Of Brent Conley. Now it's in the hands of Cole Nelson. Tom Jones looking to his sideline. Jones had to do something with it. Picked up his dribble. Got it back over to Levi Kiska.
There you see A.J.
nice
Thomas.
Move. He's going to the bucket. He hit it.
Well, Kiska's got a size advantage on A.J. Thomas.
Hawthorne from the wing. No. Rebound is fought through inside. And they'll hit the deck. Oak Hill has it. Brent Conley got it over to Cole Nelson. Tom Jones. Conley. Cole Nelson. Trying to go inside.
He's got a size advantage on Thomas. I like the play. He missed the shot, but I like the set. That's a good look against A.J. Thomas in the post.
Is that Hawthorne? Yes, and that's coming right to us, but Cole Nelson saves our butts. And now here he is with the basketball. Nelson got it over to Hicks, who that's the trouble with the pass initially, but corralled it. He'll go to the bucket himself, trying to put it up. Nice shot, it's in.
Good, strong drive by Armani Hicks. No, he's not a scorer for Oak Hill, but nice strong drive that time to get to. There's Walton. Well, he faced up. They'll live with him facing up. But he just backed him down. Jones took a shot right there.
And we're going to have a stoppage as we need to look at Tom Jones and see what's what.
Jones took a real shot to the face right there as Walton was backing him down. I didn't see, maybe as Walton came through, he caught him with an elbow. I didn't see. Jones is definitely in a lot of pain right there, though. Walton's a physical player, and it's going to be a physical game. He's a handful to guard. And you see Carter Richardson getting off the bench, and Casey Leck told me he'd play a lot tonight anyway. Hopefully Tom can shake that off. He's up now, and hopefully he'll shake that off and get a drink. And Carter Richardson, he'll get the job of guarding Jalen Walton right now.
I don't see any blood, so I think we've avoided that. Well, we're wiping the floor anyway, so.
So it looks like Beckley might be showing some press here. Now, they're a little different than Princeton. Princeton's more of a three-quarter zone press team. Beckley's a full-court man-to-man team. And when they turn up that press, man, buckle up, because they get after it.
Kiska will inbound. Got it in the hands of Cole Nelson. There's that pressure like we talked about. Stolen away here. No, it's kept up. And now Beckley has it. Going to the bucket is Cleary, and they'll fight for it again. It's Hawthorne who came down with the rebound. He kicked it out to a wide open
Thomas hit it.
Who hit it.
No, I said Thomas wasn't much of a scorer. He made a lot on me right there. Hit that three-pointer. And here's that press again for Beckley as they take their first lead of the first quarter.
And it's stolen away. That was Jalen Walton in there again.
Yeah, Oak Hill's got to be able to handle this pressure. And Andy Keys told me last time, he said, I expect every team to pressure us at some point. He said, because in film, we don't handle it that well. They handled it with Princeton pretty well the last time we saw them. But Beckley might be a little different animal.
Kiska has it now. They get it across the halfway line. Over to Armani Hicks.
Now Beckley is switching everything. They're switching every pick.
Hicks in the corner, got it out. For three, no! And the rebound is brought back down by Zion Hawthorne.
That's good D, good team D.
As Walton puts it up and in.
Walton finished through contact that time, showing his strength. He's got quick four here.
Hicks got it across the halfway line as Andy Keys puts up his hand and says something to his team. Kiska for three. No.
That's a pretty good look, though, off the dribble handoff, though.
And they're going to have a tie-up.
Andy Keys will take. That's a pretty clean look. Kiska came off that dribble, came off a pick, little dribble handoff. Got a clean look at the top of the key, just didn't knock that down, but I think Andy Keys will live with that look.
Kobe Dillon has it for Woodrow. Dillon kicked it out wide. Guess what? It's Cleary. He missed. And Walton's in there on the rebound. I don't know how he missed that, but he did.
Walton doing what he does best. He's a rebounding monster. He just gobbles them up. He just gobbles up rebounds. When I saw him play Shady over in the Christmas tournament, he had 14 against Shady. I mean, sometimes it looks like he's jumping over the backboard to get them.
Armani Hicks now for Oak Hill.
It's a strong drive. Yeah, he's going to draw a foul. I think it's going to be on Jalen Walton. Let me see who the call's on. Yeah, it's going to be on Jalen Walton. That'll be his first. It's actually the first foul of the game, but that'll send Hicks to the line. And that's a good, strong drive by Armani Hicks. And he's not typically someone who looks for his own offense, but he's already got 2 here tonight, and that was a good drive.
Let's see if he can add to it. His first free throw is up. He did add to it. It's 10-8. Second free throw is good as well. It's a 1-point game, 10-9. Here's Kobe Dillon. Looked it back over to A.J. Thomas. Far side to Zion Hawthorne. Hawthorne, nice move.
That's good, D.
Floater up. He got it.
That's good, D. There's nothing Cole Nelson can do about that. That's just Hawthorne using his length. That's good D by Cole Nelson, though.
Nice creativity from Oak Hill to break that press. It's Carter Richardson who had it, got it back over to Hicks.
I like
Hicks
it. Good kick.
Back out. Conley for 3. Got it! Tie game!
And again, that was set up by Armani Hicks. Nice job getting in the lane and then the draw and the kick.
Dillon thought about it, kick it back out to Preston Cleary.
No.
Walton going inside. No,
they'll live with Walton catching it out there. That's a tough drop. That's a tough shot by Cleary, but he knocked it down.
14-12 Woodrow, $1:47 to go, first quarter. Cole Nelson.
Tough
shot. Couldn't get it to go. They'll fight for the rebound inside now. They're going to give it to Woodrow.
Tom Jones is going to check back in, so he shook off that little shot he took. He's going to come in for Carter Richardson. Tom gives him a little more offense than Carter does. Tom's capable of hitting an outside shot. He can put it on the floor a little bit. He's got good skills for a kid his size.
Walton over to Zion Hawthorne. Hawthorne from the foul line trying to go inside. It's stolen away. And out come the Red Devils on the break. So that was Cole Nelson was trying to drive inside, and it's off the rim. And now Woodrow is up on the break once again. Three's in the air from Hawthorne. He drained it.
Kid can play, man. He's got a quick 8.
Hicks to the bucket himself.
Oh, man.
Couldn't get it to go.
Armani actually had a bunny right there. He's doing a good job of breaking this man off the dribble. And that's
Hawthorne,
actually the easiest shot he
long
had.
3 off the mark. And Kiska brings it down in the hands of Cole Nelson now. Nelson to Jones in the corner. Got it!
He can hit that. That's what I was saying. Jones can give you that where Carter Richardson can't give it to you as much.
17-15, 30 seconds to go first quarter. Here's Kobe Dillon. That's a nice floater.
He gets his first 2. And again, it's like Casey told me, you're picking your poison with Beckley. They got a lot of weapons they can choose from.
16 seconds to work with. That's off the mark, and the rebound is put back up, and it went over the net.
That's two good looks Armani just hasn't been able to hit. Nice job by Conley. He's been really active on the defensive end.
Chance for a buzzer beater here. Put it up, son.
Oh.
And it was just off. So after a 1 quarter of play, it's 19-15. Beckley has the lead. We shall return for the second quarter after this on the New River Network. And we're back here on the Minerva Network. As Chris, I'd like to make an observation. Talked about how it's picking your poison with Woodrow. I was impressed with how small Woodrow's making this floor look. They're out of it and they're into their offense as soon as a shot is made.
Yeah, and there you see just on a simple inbounds play, Kobe Dillon pressuring the ball caused a turnover, and that's just on a simple side inbound. And I thought Oak Hill played really well in the first quarter, played really well, but they still found themselves down by 4 when the quarter ended. It shows you what kind of team Beckley has.
Dillon will inbound. It's right under the bucket, and they'll kick it back out to Dillon.
Taylor Williams, that's number 24. He just checked into the game. He's Beckley's first substitution. They're looking for Walton under there. Tom Jones is battling. Williams going to take that 3.
He got it.
Got to call it, man. Do we have to count that?
I wish not. It's 21. They're going to say that was a long 2. Here's Cole Nelson feeding it inside to Brett Conley. It's up and in.
Really nice job by Nelson to find Conley. He's got 8. Conley's playing well.
Walton inside.
That's good help. Now, they'll live with Walton right there. That was good help defense, too.
Dillon over to Cleary. Cleary taking a long 3 off the mark. And it's going to stay on this end of the floor. It goes off of Cole Nelson.
Yeah, unfortunately, that was a good defensive possession for Oak Hill. They just couldn't corral the rebound that time, but it's a really good defensive possession for the Devils that time.
It's cleared all the way back out to Zion Hawthorne. Hawthorne getting inside to Walton. Puts up, got his own rebound, put it back and in.
Yeah. Conley got switched out on him that time. He's given up a lot of strength to Jalen Walton under there.
Cole Nelson has it now for Oak Hill. He's trying to go to the bucket.
Good move. Just couldn't finish it. I like the move. If he can just kiss that off the glass, he had a decent look at it. Good screen.
Hawthorne.
It's good help by Jones.
Man, that was a nice floater.
Really good floater. Jones, that was a tough shot. Jones came over and cut him off and helped, but Hawthorne showing his skill set right there, knocking that down.
Jones over to Armani Hicks. Hicks has it now. Kicked it back out to Tom Jones. Jones back over to Hicks at the top of the key. Now it's over to Cole Nelson. Nelson got it back over to Brent Conley. Conley going to the bucket. Nice feed out. Tom Jones from their corner off the mark. They'll fight for the rebound inside, and it'll come back.
It's not a bad look. I mean, I think you'll live with the look. Jones is capable of hitting that shot. Pretty good set. They just couldn't knock it down.
Nice feed over to Cleary. Cleary back out to Dillon. Zion Hawthorne.
That's a good job. Jones stripped him. Nice job by Jones.
Kiska going all the way to
and
the bucket and the foul.
Yeah, and 1. That's going to be Cleary's first. That's going to give Levi 4 points. He's going to try to finish the old-fashioned three-point play. Now we see Antoine Hicks check in for the first time. And he's a 38% shooter from the three-point line. Let's see if he can give Oak Hill some scoring here. It's Brent Conley, who's played well. Brent's got 8. Brent Conley's going to check out and get a little blow here for the Devils. But you see Antoine still wearing tape on that pinky finger that he broke, as Kiska can't finish it.
Kobe Dillon now. Cleary from the corner. No. Jones has it.
Good job by Jones. Blocking Walton out that time.
Tom Jones putting on the deck, and a foul is called.
Now, I think that's going to be on Walton. That's going to be his second. Oak Hill would love to get Jalen Walton in foul trouble, as A.J. Thomas is going to check back in. And I think Walton's going to take a seat. So that makes Beckley a lot smaller. That changes the composition of Beckley's team here a little bit with Walton out. They lose a lot of rebounding and inside presence.
Tom Jones has it for Oak Hill. Cole Nelson has it. Kiska. Nice move. Got it out to Hicks for 3. No. Hawthorne and Cleary win there on the rebound. It's Hawthorne who brings it up the floor. Zion Hawthorne took it himself. Got it.
Just a little step back, man. And again, where he's got that length over Cole, he can get about whatever shot he wants. And, that's pretty good defense from Cole Nelson. You just can't do much about that. If Hawthorne's hitting that, you just got to tip your cap to him.
Nelson got it out to Tom Jones over to Antoine Hicks. Tom Jones.
Tough
puts
shot.
it up. Got it.
That's a tough shot. Now, Tom has good skill. He's got some offensive skill.
Zion Hawthorne floater on the baseline. No.
Good job by Kiska grabbing that rebound. He took it right away from Taylor Williams. And again, that's where they miss Walton. A lot of times that's a rebound that Walton gobbles up for them.
Armani Hicks has it, got it out to Kiska for 3. No. Cleary's in there on the rebound. Preston Cleary for 3. He got it.
Man.
If Woodrow's stealing it for 3, it's a long night.
Yeah, they're hitting some tough shots. They really are.
Cole Nelson got it over to Armani Hicks. Cole Nelson. Hicks.
Tough shot.
On the foul line, he'll be short a little bit.
Yeah, it's a tough shot by Armani.
Williams brought the rebound down. He got it out to A.J. Dillon. Kobe Dillon, I beg your pardon. As Williams out to Preston Cleary. Missed it. Tom Jones bags that rebound and quickly gets it out to Cole Nelson. Jones for 3. Got it!
Got it. Tom Jones, he's got 8 now. Oak Hill staying within striking distance, not letting Beckley get too far ahead of them.
Kobe Dillon
But as soon as I say it,
Dillon
Dillon gets in the lane, stretches it back out.
Nelson. Kiska in the corner. No. Kobe Dillon, he's a sharpshooter. He got it.
Sure is, man. Yeah, and Andy Keys wants to talk about it right now after that. That's Beckley's biggest lead of the game, 36-24.
With 2:24 to go in the second quarter, we'll step aside for just a moment, let them talk about it, and we'll do the same on the River Network after this.
Ready.
And we're back here on the River Network. The refs apparently got our signal. We're ready to go.
Yeah, they're waiting on us. That's unusual for refs to wait on us.
Yeah, it's... Armani Hicks has it, got it over to Cole Nelson. Nelson back over to
That's
Brett
a good
Conley.
look.
No, it's short.
I like the set. Conley just couldn't knock it down.
Tough shot. Can he get it to go as Armani's in there on the rebound?
Now, Lucas, the number 12 is checked in for Beckley, and I don't have him on my roster.
I do not either.
I'll get that at halftime.
Oh, yes. Corner 3.
Oh, it's
in
spun
and out.
Yeah, good look. Really good look. Antoine just didn't get that to fall. Hawthorne has not had any trouble getting anything to fall. He's got 16. That's a game high.
It's a 15-point game. He's literally the difference in the game.
Yeah, he's been great.
Armani Hicks has it now for Oak Hill. It's Antoine Hicks. Back out to Armani. Buck 15 to go in the half. Cole Nelson. Keep the back out. Conley for three. No. And out comes Zion Hawthorne up ahead to Kobe Dillon. Put it up and in.
Dillon's up to 9. The lead's up to 17. You know, Lucas, Oak Hill, they hung around with them for a while, and I thought they were playing really well, and I don't think they've played that poorly. But Beckley's just hitting tough shots. Oak Hill can't quite knock down some of the threes that they're – and I said that could be an X factor. And if you hit 2 or 3 threes and your opponent doesn't, all of a sudden you're looking at a 17-point lead pretty quickly.
Armani Hicks has it. 30 seconds to go in the half. Brett Conley. Nearly had it stolen away, but Kiska puts
Tough
the ball
drive.
on the deck.
Boy.
He hit it.
Levi just willed that one in. He's got 6 now.
And Woodrow, you think, would have the last shot of the half. It's Kobe Dillon with 12 seconds to go. Zion Hawthorne. 2. He'll put it up at the buzzer. Off the mark. No good. That's how the half ends. 41-26. Beckley with the lead. We'll be back at the second half after this on the New River Network. Stay with us, everyone. And we are back here on the Nervo Network as we get set for second half action. Lucas Berry, Chris Ryder here with you. And Chris, we talked about it a little bit in the first half. It seemed like first half blew by the way. They played that in less than 20 minutes.
Yeah, we were talking at halftime. They were only whistled. There was only 3 total fouls whistled the entire first half. They were all in Beckley. Oak Hill wasn't whistled for a foul the entire first half. So if it felt like the half blew by, if you're watching at home, it's because it did. We just didn't have a lot of clock stoppages. The game was free-flowing. So, yeah, very unusual. Only had 3 total fouls whistled in one half. Lucas, I thought Oak Hill actually played pretty well. And, I know they're down 15, but I honestly thought they played pretty well. I thought Beckley hit some tough shots. Zion Hawthorne's hit 2 or 3 shots where I thought he had a hand in his face, and we had a good guard on him. And Oak Hill's had some good looks and just haven't been able to knock it down. So you're down 15, but honestly, I can't read Andy Key's mind, but I can't feel he's too unhappy with how his team played. I didn't think they played all that poorly.
I have to agree, they really didn't play all that poorly. And again, we talked about it this night where if Woodrow's making shots, you just tip your cap and you move on. I mean, what else can you say?
Yeah, and that's what I said in the pregame. Shooting is such an X factor, and Beckley's shooting it really well right now, even with a hand in their face, and even when I think Oak Hill's had some solid defensive sets, and Oak Hill's had some, pretty good looks and just hasn't been able to knock it down, and that's the difference in the 15-point game right now.
We did get the name of the Woodrow player we did not have in the first half. Number 12 is Lucas Rainey, so he checked in toward the end of the first half. We wanted to get his name out there and get his name called, and so we do have that correction for you. I guess not necessarily a correction, but an addition. It's just about set to get going here.
Once again, we thank our sponsor, Fayette Awning Glass on East Main Street, Oak Hill.
Can I give a shout out to the sponsor, Fayette Awning Glass? That's my in-laws business. Debbie Aitha, the owner and operator, can't ask for a better mother-in-law than what I've got. And my beautiful wife went out and presented the game ball with them. So, yeah, guys, shop at Fayette Awning Glass in Oak Hill. Help us out.
Had a pleasure of dealing with them during football season, and I mean that. It really was nice to have dealt with them.
They are a longtime sponsor of Oak Hill Athletics. They really are. They support Oak Hill.
Kobe Dillon has it now for Beckley. Over now to A.J. Thomas, and Alyssa's on the floor, and maybe we shouldn't have said much.
As soon as I said no fouls against Oak Hill, 7 seconds in, there's an off-the-ball foul against Tom Jones guarding Jalen Walton in the post there. So I might have spoke too soon. No fouls whistled on Oak Hill. That changed 7 seconds into the second half.
Well, we're getting the officials waiting for us. We can't have it all, I guess. All right, here is Cleary. Going up, can't get it to go. Jalen Walton.
There's Walton doing what he does best, man, cleaning up a miss. He's got 8 points now.
Armani Hicks has it for Oak Hill. Got it over to Tom Jones. Cole Nelson in the corner thought about it. It's going to no. Yeah, I thought that went off of a Woodrow play, but they're going to say it didn't.
They're going to say as Cole was spinning, he just lost it.
Kobe Dillon. Jalen Walton now got it back over to Zion Hawthorne.
Good
Hawthorne
pass.
Feeding it inside. It's stolen away. Out comes Tom Jones.
They threw it right back. Right back.
Thomas.
They're going to call A.J. Thomas on a walk there. Shuffled his feet. And again, here comes Beckley showing some pressure. Full court man-to-man.
Cole Nelson has it. Hicks has it across the halfway line. Back to Hicks. Rick Conley. Conley, tough shot, got it.
Rick Conley's played a nice little game. He's in the double figures with 10. He's the first Oak Hill player to get in the double figures.
Kobe Dillon. There's Jalen Walton inside. He does that all the time.
Yeah, he turned and faced on Tom Jones, but was able to drop back him down a little bit. Just a nice little easy shot underneath. He's getting double figures with 10 now.
Armani Hicks has it now for Oak Hill. Puts it up. Couldn't get it to go. And it's Cleary on the rebound.
Good pass.
Inside. Jalen Walton, and they're going to say he traveled with it.
Yeah. Good thing he did, too, because he had Armani Hicks under. That's a huge mismatch. Walton was going to just lay that in, but he shuffled his feet trying to gather it. Again, Beckley showing full court pressure.
Armani Hicks has it now for Oak Hill. Cole Nelson. Tom Jones. Working it around the perimeter.
Good move.
Oak Hill is Kiska going to the bucket. Got it.
That's a really strong, nice move by Levi Kiska. He's got 8.
And Jalen Walton.
You can't. That's going to drive Andy Keys crazy, and it should. After a make, you can't give up a layup on a break after a made basket. That's a killer for Oak Hill. Can't do that.
Tom Jones. Levi Kiska. Kiska couldn't get it to go. Cleary brings the rebound down and out. Woodrow on the break. It's Zion Hawthorne. And I'll make a point that I made in the first half. Woodrow makes this court seem so small. They get out in a hurry.
They really do. Yeah, that is a good point. Beckley gets out in a hurry, and you can see they got good size. Most of the guys they have guarding Oak Hill kids, they have a little length on them. Nice move by Kiska.
Really nice move.
Really nice move. Levi's into double figures now with 10.
Kobe Dillon had it for Woodrow. Now he gets it back. Dillon thought about it.
Looking for Walton underneath.
He's going to try to drive on Tom Jones. Puts it up. Can't get it to go. And Brent Conlon's there with the rebound.
That was nice feed that time by Jones.
Hicks inside. Got it. Timeout, Oak Hill. It's back down to a 15-point deficit with 4:37 to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, and again, just to reiterate what I said at halftime, I think Oak Hill's played well with them. I really do. I think Oak Hill's played tough. But Beckley's a really good team. They have a lot of weapons. And we've seen it tonight. Kobe Dillon, he's got 9. Hawthorne's got 18. Jalen Walton's got 12. I mean, and that's what Casey Lake told me before the game. He said you kind of pick your poison with them. He said they have 3 great guards. They have that dominant post presence. And it's hard to stop everything unless you've got – so, you've got to have athlete, and most teams aren't going to match Beckley athlete to athlete.
The only team that has so far that's beaten them is Shady. And Shady is one of the best teams in the state of West Virginia.
Yeah, and they avenged that loss like we said in the pregame. They avenged that loss to Shady.
Kobe Dillon has it now for Beckley. Got it over Zion Hawthorne. A.J. Thomas thought about it. Let's kick it back over to Dillon. Dillon back over to Cleary. Hawthorne in the corner. He'll spot it up, and he will miss the shot.
Oh, nice job by Hicks to come over. And he just took it from Walton. Nice job by the guard to sneak in behind him and take that rebound.
Cole Nelson. Over to Armani Hicks.
Well, Carter Richardson's checked in for Tom Jones. He's giving Jones a little blow.
Cole Nelson.
Oak Hill not having a lot going on here in this offensive set. They can't find a good look.
Kiska. Back out to Cole Nelson.
And they just threw that one away. There's A.J. Thomas.
He'll take it himself, and he won't miss that.
Yeah, Oak Hill was out of sorts that whole offensive possession. Just didn't have anything going and didn't look good.
Carter Richardson now trying to break that Beckley pressure. He got it across the halfway line, but only barely. Now it's in the hands of Brett Conlon. Got it back over to Armani Hicks. Back over to Cole Nelson now. Brett Conlon. Cole Nelson, and a foul is called.
It's going to be on A.J. Thomas. That'll be his first. Andy Keys giving some instruction to Armani Hicks. Again, the last couple of possessions, Oak Hill hasn't been able to get anybody open, hasn't had a lot of movement here on offense.
Kiska will inbound. Got out to Cole Nelson. Nelson back into the corner for Brent Conley. Back over to Nelson on top of the key. And now it's Armani Hicks has the basketball. Got it back over to Levi Kiska. Kiska. Carter Richardson. Hicks. Nice kick out. Nelson. Kiska in the corner. No. And Kobe Dillon brings the rebound down for Beckley. Cleary off the mark. Richardson was in there and will keep it on this end.
Yeah, he was fighting A.J. Thomas. Mike Price said it went off Richardson. You're right. It's going to stay with Beckley.
Zion Hawthorne. Jump ball.
Yeah. So they doubled down on Walton that time. He thought he was held. I thought he might have a case on that. He thought they grabbed his arm. Ref saw it differently. They tied him up. That's going to be Oak Hill balls again. Beckley showing that full court pressure.
Oak Hill having trouble breaking the pressure.
Yeah.
Cleary went up for it, and it's stolen away. It's Dillon for three. He will hit it right in front of the Beckley fans.
I'll tell you what, man, when they dial that pressure up, they have a dog mentality. Nice shot by Brent Conley, though.
Yeah, really nice.
Conley's played a nice game. He's got 13.
And Beckley's out the other way. It's Jalen Walton going to the line and drawing the foul.
See, Lucas, and that's going to be on Conley. And that's a couple of times now that after a made basket, Beckley's able to push the ball before and get a layup or have a look at a layup. That's inexcusable after a made basket. In transition, sometimes off a rebound, you can understand that. If they're pulling the ball out of the net and inbounding it and they're getting an inbound, being able to lay it up like that, that's inexcusable.
55-37 after the first free throw as Walton goes back to the line for his second. And he made it, 56-37.
Did he make both of those?
I think he did.
He's got 15. Oh, excuse me. I gave that to the wrong person. Walton's got 14 now.
Nelson going to the bucket himself, put a tough shot up, couldn't get it to go as A.J. Thomas brings the rebound down.
Yeah, I thought he should have kicked that out to Conley at the top of the key. It looked like he had a three if he wanted it.
Hawthorne going baseline. Zion Hawthorne, nice shot.
He's got 20 now. And you see Hawthorne, he's got a complete game. He can put it on the deck. He can hit the three.
Conley. Out wide for Carter Richardson. Now back in the hands of Armani Hicks.
And they just switched those picks. And they feel comfortable with Walton guarding a point guard, and showing why. I mean, he's staying right in front of Armani. Well, they switched back. Nice job.
Tough shot inside for Richardson. And Walton brings it down. A minute to go in the third quarter. And Kobe Dillon will put up a three. Couldn't get it to go.
Yeah. He's a marksman, man. Kobe Dillon can shoot it. Last year, Dillon was more of a catch-and-shoot player with Redford facilitating. Dillon's got to facilitate a little bit more for Beckley this year.
Nelson from the corner. No.
Kiska came up injured. He's gimpy. I think they're going to have a foul on Armani down there as Antoine Hicks is going to check in. So that's going to be Armani's first because Antoine Hicks is going to check in. Kiska getting stretched out here right in front of us by athletic director Monty Wright. He's got a cramp, it looks like.
First free throw is up. It's good. It's 59-37. As it was Press and Cleary at the foul line. And in comes a whole host of changes for Beckley.
Yeah, this is going to be a hockey line change. They're going to really make sure our roster's up to date, aren't they?
Yeah. Lucas Rainey's back into the game, number 12. I know that. Number 24
Jaden Robinson's checked in. I don't have a 54. We'll try to get that at the end of the quarter. As Cleary knocks down both.
It's 60-37.
I think 32 is Gage Burdette. He's checked in for Beckley.
Here's Armani Hicks. With 19 seconds to go in the quarter. Armani has it. Cole Nelson, 10 seconds.
Somebody's got to put it up.
Buzzer beater, no. Oh, so close to being in. After 3, it's 60-37. Beckley will be back for the fourth quarter after this. Stay with us. And we're back here at the start of the fourth quarter. We've got some numbers. This is Lucas Rainey, I beg your pardon. 24 was Taylor Williams. It's up and in, 63-37.
Rainey gets his first points of the game off the bench for Beckley.
Armani Hicks. As Levi Kiska's looking for a spot on the bench. No, he's going back to the scores table is what it looks like. Tough shot from Hicks, in and out. And out is Jaden Robinson on the break for Woodrow, number 34. Over 32, Gage Burdette. Back over to Williams. And a walk is going to be called. As O'Kill will get it as Levi Kiska checks back into the game.
Looks like he worked that cramp out. He's going to give Cole Nelson a break. Cole's had tough duty tonight. He's had to guard Zion Hawthorne our game, and Hawthorne's had a heck of a game and takes some tough shots, but Hawthorne's hit him. He's got some length on Cole, and he's been able to get his shot up over him most of the night.
Armani Hicks going to the bucket. That thing went about a third of the way down, then came back
Sure
up.
did. I don't know how that stayed out of there. I think that's going to be on Burdette. That's going to be his first.
As Ron Kidd getting his, going into his bench a little bit, getting in some playing time. First free throw is up, it's good. 63-38.
Monty's got 7 here tonight. He did a nice job in the first half of getting in the lane, finding his own shot a couple times, and he missed a couple of bunnies as he knocks down both of those. But he's looked for his offense a little more than he normally does.
Gage Burdette kicked it back out to Taylor Williams. It's stolen away here by Antoine Hicks. Going back up the floor.
Nice
Keep
job
on
by
this end.
Burdette to get back and knock that out, not give him an easy layup. Tom Jones back in. He got an extended rest. He was on the bench for a while. He's finally going to check back in for Carter Richardson.
Kicking inside. It's stolen away here by Beckley. That is Robinson, who got it away. 54 is Devontae Wines. In their corner, it's raining. He hit it.
Kid can shoot.
66-39. Levi Kiska. Tough shot.
Just
off
left
the
it
iron.
short. Might not have his legs under him just yet.
Robinson. Gage Burdette kicked it back out. Was that
Those Wines.
Those
He almost
Wines again.
banked it. Burdette stole it right back though.
and he missed. But again, they fight for it underneath. It's Wines again, and a foul is called.
That's going to be on Burdette. He got a little too aggressive down there trying to steal that ball back. It's going to be his second. And again, Lucas, it shows you just how quickly a game can get away from you. You know, it really does. Oak Hill, I think, was down 6 at the end of the first quarter. They're down 15 at the end of the first half. Now we have a 27-point game. It just gradually just kept getting away from them.
Armani Hicks got it over. It's Tom Jones now. Jones kicked it back out to Armani. Tom Jones. Going to the bucket. Drawing the foul and the shot.
That's going to be Burdette's third. And you really see, and we've seen it from Tom Jones tonight and at some point last season and this season, Tom Jones has some nice skills for a kid his size. He can put on the deck. He can shoot the three. I mean, he's got some offensive skills. He's got 11 now. He had 19 in the game off the bench earlier this year against James Monroe. So when Tom's feeling it, he can give you an offensive spark.
Gage Burdette has it now for Beckley. Lucas Rainey. Back out to Wines. And that's stolen away. Cut shot up and in.
Nice job. That was number 12 off the bench, Ronald Thomas for Oak Hill. Getting some playing time. Nice job overplaying the passing lane that time.
And Rainey in the corner couldn't get it to go, but the Gage Burdette's in there again on the rebound on this end of the floor. You say 12 was Ronald Thomas?
Yes, and it looks like kids putting the starters back in.
Yeah, Zion Hawthorne's back out there.
They're all back out there. Yeah, the starting five is back out. Wide open. Can't have that happen.
Nope.
Defensive breakdown is clear. He gets a wide open look. He's got 9.
Thomas. Trying to feed it off to Jones.
I'll tell you what, when Thomas stepped back through, I thought he had a layup.
I did too. And it's Zion Hawthorne now for Beckley. In their corner, it's Dillon. Surprising miss.
Yeah, you're always surprised when he misses. The kid can, and he seems like he shoots particularly well against Oak Hill. He lit Oak Hill up here in this building last year.
Tom Jones going to a bucket himself, and he got it.
I mean, and you see that. You see that out of Tom. He can do that. Nice job by Thomas.
Away. Ronald Thomas kicked it out for Oak Hill. Hicks puts it up. No. Thomas in there on the rebound, and he'll get fouled.
I'll tell you what, that's really good minutes from Ronald Thomas here tonight. And we haven't seen him get, I haven't seen him get any varsity action yet this year. And he's came in and given Oak Hill some really good minutes. That's going to be on A.J. Thomas for Beckley. That'll be his second, but he showed a lot of energy out here. Number 12 for Oak Hill, Ronald Thomas. He's already got 2 off of a steal and a layup, and he's looking to add to that.
He's giving his coaches something to think about.
Yeah, he really is. He's trying to play himself into the rotation here a little bit.
And he knocked the first free throw down at 68-47. The second free throw is up. He made them both. 68-48.
Free throws for the Red Devils.
Kobe Dillon now for Beckley. Dillon, nice feed inside. Cleary missed it. Walton's back there to finish it as he always does.
Yeah. And all of a sudden,
70-48.
Walton has 16. It seems like a quiet 16. He only had 6 at the half, but
Hicks fed it back over to Thomas. Thomas trying to go to the bucket, kept it in. Or did he? No, he didn't.
yeah, couldn't quite corral that.
But, and we talked about this so many times, you can live with that. It's an effort play.
It is an effort play. Yeah, absolutely.
Kobe Dillon. Dillon going to the bucket off the underside of the backboard.
Boy, they called that on Antoine Hicks. That looked pretty good. No, I'm from down here, so I'm not going to question it too much. It was right in front of the ref, but from down here, that looked like a pretty good block. But they said he got him on the arm. That'll send Dillon to the line.
Kobe Dillon. First free throw is up. It's good. 71-48.
He's got 13 now. Beckley actually has 4 players in double figures.
He missed the second free throw, but they corral the rebound, and then it goes out of bounds, and I think Oak Hill will get it. Yes, they will. As Tom Jones got it over to Armani Hicks. Antoine Hicks. Nice block from A.J. Thomas from behind.
Yeah, that was a nice block by A.J. Thomas. Antoine blew by him, but Thomas was able to recover.
Oak Hill will still have it. It'll be an inbound play. Ronald Thomas stolen away by Kobe Dillon. And
couldn't quite track it down.
Couldn't quite. As Kiska now has it. Kiska's going to the bucket himself and drew the foul.
That'll be Walton's third. Kiska's going to go to the line. He's got 10, looking to add to that.
All right, Levi Kiska at the line for the Red Devils now.
First free throw is up, it is short.
Yeah, he's left a couple shots short since coming off with that cramp. Levi plays really hard. I mentioned that last game against Princeton, man. He gives it his all out there every time.
Second free throw is good. 71-49. All right, here comes Kobe Dillon pushing up the floor. Dillon. Got it back over. That was Walton, and they're going to say it's...
It'll stay down there with Beckley.
And it's time for the line change once again.
Yeah, it sure is. Looks like Andy Keys is going to go deep into his bench, too. His number 25 for Oak Hill, Isaiah Reinhardt, gets up off the bench, getting his first action of the night. Burdett, splash.
Levi Kiska. Crowd's livid about something.
He made Burdett fall down on a little crossover. Kids are giving him a hard time about it. If I were him, I'd just point at the scoreboard.
Yeah. Robinson has it now for Beckley.
Nice job by Jones.
Tom Jones pushing it up ahead. And we'll keep it on this end as it goes out of bounds off a flying eagle.
Reinhardt's going to check in for Oak Hill. Number 14, Keelan Reamy's going to check in. Getting their first action of the night.
Hicks draws the foul.
That's big number 50. That might be Owen Gunter. I'm not sure. That might be Owen Gunter. He's listed in the program.
It's 42.
It's 42, but he's also listed at 6'7". That's the only kid out there that looks like you might go 6'7" to me.
Yeah, I'm going to say you're right.
Armani's got 9 now. Can I get on my soapbox now about coaches and ADs getting the right rosters in the SSAC?
I'll get up there with you.
I know I gripe about that a lot, but man alive, we see a lot of wrong rosters off SSAC websites where they're supposed to be right.
Worked it back around.
It's nice D by Antoine to cut him off on that baseline. I thought Burdett had that baseline. Antoine moved his feet and cut him off.
Reinhardt had it, got it over to Antoine Hicks. Reinhardt was going to the bucket, and he just lost it.
A lot of contact, had it stripped.
Up ahead now for Beckley.
Yeah,
and the whistle going to call for a walk.
That was Kingston Clark, number 30 for Beckley, getting his first action. Called for a walk right there. Number 30, Caleb Compton, is checked in for the Devils, getting his first action here tonight. He's got the ball. Throws it away.
And out comes Woodrow's number 30.
It's going
Kingston
to be
Clark again.
Yeah, Clark was fouled. I think that was on Ronald Thomas. It'll be Thomas's first, and they'll send Clark to the line looking for his first points of the night. So, Lucas, again, this is our first look at Beckley. We know that Beckley and Oak Hill are in the same region. We haven't seen everybody in the region. We've seen Princeton. We haven't. I know GW is always tough down on the other side of the region down there. But you have to think Beckley's going to, just like last year when they went to states and represented Region 3, you got to think they're going to be one of the front runners to do that again this year.
I believe I saw they posted these regional alignment. It's Oak Hill, George Washington, South Charleston, and Riverside, and someone else.
Oak Hill and Beckley aren't on the same side of the region?
Probably.
Good D that time. It
was Oak Hill, Woodrow, South Charleston, George Washington, Riverside. Tough region, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, Beckley and GW.
As Robinson puts it up and got it right in front of his fans. And that makes it 78-53. As Reinhardt has it now for Oak Hill. Kept it, put a tough shot up, nearly got it to go. And that will be brought down by Kingston Clark with 15 seconds to go. Put up in the 54. We're going to say that's Javante Wines. And we'll make it 80-53. As Ronald Thomas will just dribble it out. And Beckley comes in here and advances to 8-1 on the season. With an 80-53 win over the Oak Hill Red Devils at the Lilly Center. And Oak Hill falls to 4-5. But Chris, I know what I keep going back to what our friend Coach Chris would say. It's just 20 exhibition games.
No, I mean, it really is just 20 exhibition games. That's right. You want to try to get better as the season progresses. We're still in January. We still have all of February to go before we get to March and the postseason. And, Andy Keys has things I'm sure he wants to build off of, and he'll be able to look at the film and correct some mistakes that he saw here tonight. We knew coming in this was going to be a tough game. I said pregame Oak Hill was going to have their hands full. I'm not shocked that they did. And again, I thought they played them really tough for a while in the first half, but just as the game progresses, man, that Beckley pressure and all those athletes just start wearing you down, and you blink and you look up and it's a 25, 26, 28-point lead.
We talked about this. I talked about this with the Greater Beckley folks. I thought they're talking about the strength of schedule they have. And, of course, Oak Hill in the same region, you're probably going to try to play Woodrow every year. But it's just a situation where, to me, I'm looking at it and going, okay, we knew how good that team was. Let's take it and let's use it and let's move on. We'll use what we learned here tonight, facing off against a really good basketball team, giving them all they wanted in the first quarter, and we'll use it to advance going on down the line. We get them in Beckley. Be a tough ask, but you know what? We'll go and we have learned things. We'll see them in a couple weeks.
I'll give you some quick stats before we sign off, and these are unofficial. For Oak Hill, they were led in scoring tonight by Brent Conley and Tom Jones. They had 13 apiece. Levi Kiska chipped in with 11. Armani Hicks had 10. So Oak Hill had 4 players in double figures. Beckley had 3 players in double figures, led by Zion Hawthorne with 20. I had Jalen Walton with 16. Kobe Dillon chipped in 13. Cleary was just outside of that with 9. And then A.J. Thomas had 5. They had some kids come off the bench and get some points as well. But yeah, again, we knew it was going to be a tough matchup. Beckley looks like we thought that they might. And Oak Hill goes back to the drawing board.
Exactly. Well, that'll just about do it for everyone here. The New Vanilla, Robert Polly on the camera, Darren McGuffin throwing switches beside me, Chris Rader. I'm Lucas Berry saying thank you for tuning in and good night, everyone.